And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another UFC Watch Along. Today is UFC 298. Volkanovski versus Topuria for the featherweight title. I'm looking forward to the main event. Volkanovski, we know, is the featherweight king. He tried to move up to welterweight, but to lightweight at 155. Those are the only two times he's lost in the UFC. Was the times he tried to fight for the lightweight title at 155. But he's back to the king of his own division. He's back at 145. You can see the difference in all the pictures if you look at it. So I'm looking forward to that. Don't know too much about Topuria, but I've been watching highlights. As UFC, when they have a main event, they tend to give a lot of the free fights of the two people in the main event. Actually, of everybody on the card. We have quite a few people on the card. So let me show a couple of fights that are going to happen. We got Hernandez here. Give a moment here to show the banner here. We got Anthony Hernandez against Roman Kopylov, who I believe is going to start the pay-per-view because they're the first. They look like, based on the way it is, they're going to start the main card. Then you got Dalshavani versus Cejudo, another one that I'm really, really looking forward to. Cejudo's a wrestler, retired for a good, I believe, 3 or 4 years, and he came back. Then you got Jeff Neal versus Ian Gary. And the co-main event, I believe, should be Whitaker versus Costa. We all know the history of that guy, the Brazilian Hulk, as they call him, who's all on steroids. I'm just waiting for my ESPN app to switch. It's asking me to confirm that I want to put the pay-per-view on my credit card, of course. Otherwise, how would I watch it? If you guys give me one moment. You pay $60 for this, and ESPN doesn't even want to. So as I wait for that to go on, let me go. What do you guys think? Who's going to win out of Volkanovski and Topuria? Henry Cejudo, I think. This is going to be a hell of a fight for him. But with his wrestling, I think he'll take. I'm not even sure how you pronounce it. I know Mirab is his first name, but Valishi. Anthony Hernandez, I don't know too much about him or Roman. So okay. Now, Neal, I know Jeff Neal and Ian Gary. This is a rivalry that's been going on for quite a few years. They had a match before. And then you got Whitaker and Costa. That one is a little tough to call. I mean, pretty much every time Whitaker is there fighting, he's winning unless he has to fight EL. Give me 1 second. For some reason, this pay-per-view doesn't want to load. It's just saying prelims have ended. Please hold to stream UFC 298 main card from your ESPN tab. Come on, ESPN. Usually we start off with a long video. Give me a moment, people. I'm gonna go on mute for a second, see what's going on with this ESPN. Is anybody else that's watching? Thank you for those who are watching on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Please subscribe. Is anybody else having trouble with the ESPN feed? I'm trying to maybe get out of the app and go back in it. Gotta love technology. Stay on the app. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for the dead air, though. Trying to get the app to reload the fight. It just switched from prelims. I had to switch out of watching ESPN on Sling to the actual ESPN app for the pay-per-view. Banner will go away in 15 seconds. What does that mean? Let's go. Anywho, thank you for those that are watching. And what's good, Cleveland? I see your comment there, Ryan. Cejudo's a big underdog. That's because he's up there in age now. Cejudo isn't the same guy. He lost his comeback fight, so he isn't the. Here we go. Now it's loading the weigh-ins. We're going to all the weigh-ins now. I don't know what the heck that was about, but it's working. How much of an underdog is he, Ryan? Like, what's the over-under? I should have bet on that. If you got DraftKings, you might as well go. But now they're talking about the co-main event, Sydney, Australia's Robert Whittaker against what I call the Brazilian Hawk. Costa's a big dude. There's a lot of rumors about. I mean, he's passing. I think he failed maybe one drug test. But, you know, the old blame it on the sex pills. Everybody's done it. Anderson Silva, John Jones, who's failed, 3, 4 tests? Yeah, Whittaker is pretty much only losing to Israel Adesanya. Every time I've seen him fight, that was the only time he lost was against Adesanya when he had the 2 title fights. But Paulo Costa, they showing a highlight of him versus Romeo. That was a hell of a fight. At least Romeo actually fought him. When he fought Adesanya, they stood still for what seemed like forever. It was about, I think I counted 2 minutes straight with not one strike. But here we go. They showing highlights of Paulo Costa. So who do you guys think is going to? So Cejudo is a plus 240. Yeah, I should have bet that. Because I think Cejudo is going to wrestle him. But and what's good, Cleveland? Shout out to you. Thanks for supporting.
The official beer sponsor of UFC. By DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app.
So I always come on a little early, 10 o'clock, but you know how UFC is. If you bought the pay-per-view, you're buying 20 minutes of video. They do which makes sense why WWE, TKO, and WWE and UFC are together, because they both know how to air some footage and some promotional packages. Because look, it's been 10 minutes. It is 10:10 on the East Coast, 7:10 for those West Coasters, and I got FX commercials. I got the hype of the weigh-ins for yesterday, and they still haven't even talked about who's opening the card. They haven't showed any, and yet you pay $59.99 plus whatever taxes it is. And again, Ryan, I'm looking at that Cejudo plus 240. Yeah, you still got time to bet, because that's probably the third fight. So if you want to go for it, go for it. I say put the money on Cejudo right now. They're showing Hernandez walking into the or Tapua. Now they're showing Volkanovski, who's 26-3. Again, the only times I've seen him lose is when he tried to move up to lightweight. Well, thanks for stopping by. Oh yeah. Tune in after it. Oh, they're showing CM Punk. CM Punk is here in the UFC. They showed him in the background. Now Uriah Faber, Josh Emmett. They're showing celebrities there. The first one, CM Punk. And yep, looks like they're gonna start exactly what I just said with the Hernandez. Let me fix my banner here because that's the wrong name on there. So we're gonna start with Anthony Hernandez versus Roman Kapilov. Turn it down a little before I get it demonetized. So Roman Kapilov, of course, Russian. Looks like a huge wrestler. Trying to make it. Let me see. I'll do everything in my power to make sure I'm in the top 15. Anthony Hernandez, known as Fluffy, but he's skinny. That's hilarious that he has that nickname. But he looks big for that weight division. All right, and they're saying when that octagon cage closes, I'm going to come out swinging. Walking off with some highlight. Wow, he just hit a spinning back fist on one of the highlights that just completely clobbered his opponent. I don't know who that was, but geez. 3 head kick knockouts they're showing. He took someone out on the rib cage. Wow. Ouch. I always prepare for 5-round battles, but when you've seen an opportunity for a knockout, I'll be sure to take it. That's the strategy. You don't let knockouts come to you. You don't go looking for the knockout. Let me turn this down because they do come out to music. You don't want to get demonetized for playing music out loud, and then they think I did it. They show Punk about 3 times already, and he does have the device on his arm and across his elbow. I wish he was commentating. I would love to hear him, but he's sitting right in the front row, probably a paid-for seat for him. All right, I was right. Kemerov is from Russia. His real name is Sheko Sabako. So good luck pronouncing that. Woo! Waiting for the tail of the tape. They're in the stand before they walk into the octagon. Doing the making sure they have mouthpieces, making sure they have cups. Safety first. They say he's an outstanding title. Here's the longest active UFC knockout streak with 4. Top 4 longest active win streak with middleweight division. So these are middleweight. These guys are big for middleweights. I thought they might have been heavyweight. Second highest takedown defense in UFC middleweight history at 92%. 92%. People cannot take this man down pretty much. Only a 8% chance of taking him down. He has a 4 UFC knockout ratio. They're just showing him on the cage. I'm waiting for Hernandez's entrance. Man, the middleweight division has completely changed from like slender, slim Anderson Silva, who was my favorite fighter of all time, was like 6 feet maybe when he was fighting at 185, but he was like a tender slim. He didn't look too muscular. He didn't look. Man, these people now, the evolution of MMA, these people now, humongous for their weight division. People think that a lot of those are cheating, that they could fight at 205. They could fight at heavyweight, but then they slim down to have an advantage so that their muscle mass stays with them. But here's Anthony Hernandez, an American from Woodland, California. Excuse me, ranked number 15 in the middleweight division. He's in the checkpoint now, taking off his shirt, showing his shorts, making sure he's got his mouthpiece, making sure he has his cup, and then we should get to the tell of the tape soon. They say he's built like Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime. I don't think so. You guys know what Schwarzenegger in his prime looked like? That man had muscles in places more people didn't know they had places. That man was huge. He was Mr. Universe, or he won about 2 or 3 of those competitions. So I don't think anybody can look like what Schwarzenegger looked like in his prime. Hernandez wearing the green shorts with the UFC sport, and they with the Venom logo. They keep showing Punk. They giving cheap plugs by showing Punk over and over again. The fans did go crazy, just that, as I noted. So here's the tell of the tape. You got Hernandez, 6 foot tall, 185 and a half pounds. He's got a 75-inch reach. Kopylov has the same reach, same weight, well, half a pound less, same height, and only 2 years age difference. So these two are pretty similar. But of course, Kopylov looks like a wrestler, and Hernandez, you can tell, is a striker. As we move it on up to Bruce Buffer for the introductions. To get this pay-per-view off its feet. So I'll be quiet for a second and see if you guys can hear Buffer. Who, yes, if you don't know, he is related to Michael Buffer, the boxer who always said, "Let's get ready to rumble," whom WCW also used back in the day. The Titus and the wrestling, WCW used him for the big main events. Although I don't think Michael didn't do as well as in WCW as he did in boxing. I don't know if it's the passion. I don't know what it was, but it never clicked for me for Mike Buffer to be in WCW. Logan Paul's all over this. They're showing Prime at all over the octagon. Cherry, Freeze. I know JJ's watching. Is that the flavor that you like? I know JJ drunk one of the flavors while we were on open mic night. Some people, Prime is iffy. A lot of people saying nasty. And yeah, Ryan, I agree. That dude is not Arnold. He's too slim. Arnold was like 260 of straight muscle. Jason Herzog is the first referee for the main event. For the first opening bout.
On John's alongside as well. Roman Kopilov's in the building. Huge fight between these middleweight contenders. Tonight's fight clock is brought to you by Timex.
Timex Flight Cop. Here we go. The first 5 seconds, bouncing back and forth. Couple of kicks by Hernandez. Filling out process. Ooh, Hernandez went right into it. Couple of hooks, cross, trying to strike. They're saying Kopylov usually works his opponent down before he takes him out, but Hernandez is going straight for takedowns. Why would you try to wrestle a wrestler? That I don't get. I wouldn't wrestle a wrestler. I can tell you that much. Hernandez with a couple kicks, circling each other. Hernandez with nice jab. He's working his jab. Couple of feints. Looks like I can see him twisting his body, trying to set up a spinning move. But Kopylov saw that and gave him a huge body kick. Twisted him right back around, made him stand straight. Filling each other out. A lot of weak punches, a lot of dancing right now. They're in the center of the octagon. Hernandez seems to be putting more pressure on Kopylov. He caught his foot. He came in, tried to dive, tried to take him down. Could not get him. That's that 92% defense. They said Roman had successfully defended 20 consecutive takedown attempts. That is crazy. Nobody can take this man down. I don't think I've ever seen a takedown defense that high. Plus 90, 92%. That is crazy. That means many have tried and many have failed. They're back to the center, circling. Ooh! Kopylov with a nice uppercut. Back to the center of the octagon. Nice kick by Kopylov. Hernandez keeps rushing in, and I'm afraid he's going to get caught there with that rush. He ducks his head, and then he just rushes and swings wildly. If Kopylov can counter that with one uppercut, he would knock Hernandez right out. You never rush with your head down like that. With your chin up and head down, you don't rush in. I'm still surprised. Hernandez is really trying to wrestle somebody who's 92% defensive rate of people taking him down. Like, just give it up. Use a different strategy. He just went for 3 takedowns back-to-back and didn't get any of them. So that's 23 consecutive takedown stops. Again, Hernandez with the rushing in. Chin up. Don't rush with your chin up. You're just looking to get knocked down. Kopylov in the corner now. Defending very well against the takedown. Hernandez on both knees right now. He's got the one leg held. Kopylov is bouncing on one leg, just not letting him get taken down. Joe Rogan just said the same thing. He is not giving up this takedown. And I'm saying the same thing. Hernandez needs to just stop. You're not going to take this guy down at all. Takedown defense, 8 of 8, 100% for Kopylov right now. They just showed. Stop trying to take him down, Hernandez. It's obviously not working. And as soon as I said that, he bent down to take a double leg takedown and can't get it. Kopylov is just fighting him off. It don't even look like he's actually trying to fight him. He's like, I dare you to take me down. Kopylov went down with him on his legs, on his knee, but that's not a takedown. Now he's slowly getting up. He's down one knee. Hernandez taking a couple jabs to his face. Got 15 seconds left, round 1 of 3. Hernandez has got Kopylov in the corner. Knee strikes. He's trying to grab him by the waist now to take him down to the center, but he can't. Again, 100% takedown defense. Just stop, dude. Give it up. As we end the round, I mean, it looks good that he's got him in the corner and he's trying that. And he shrugged his shoulders, but yeah, stop trying to take the man down. It's obviously not going to work. You need a different strategy. We're in Hernandez's corner now. He said, you got the hand. Follow up the hand. I'm looking for his coach to tell him to stop trying to take him down. And obviously they're in Roman's corner now, but Roman speaks Russian. I don't hear a translator yet.
You can beat him first. As soon as he misses with his right, you can go with the back.
As soon as he misses with his right, keep it going. That's what I'm saying. Counter his rushing. Count when he rushes in with his head down, uppercut. That's exactly what I said. His corner just pointed out exactly what I said. You can see that when Hernandez rushes in, you can catch him with an uppercut. You don't lead with your chin up when you're trying to rush in, especially when they already know that you're going to try to take him down. All you're doing is wrestle. Here we go. Touch of gloves. In the center. Hernandez jumping back and forth with a couple jabs. Hernandez striking. There you go. Stay on your feet and strike. Stop trying to take him down. Nice knee. Oof. He kicked him to the knee and almost knocked Kopylov down. Kopylov with a couple counter punches. Hernandez with a nice swing to the body. Nice left hook to the body again. Hernandez trying to take him. I know what he's doing. He's setting him up by hitting him in the body with the strikes. Then he's going to try to take him down. I don't know how successful you're going to be, though. Oh, Kopylov caught him with the counter. He rushed in and exactly what I called for, the counter. Almost took Hernandez out, but he stayed on his feet. Now he tried to take him down again, but Kopylov was too slick and moved right out of the way, circled to his left. Kopylov with a nice knee, and Hernandez just stuck his middle finger up. Now they're going for it. Now they're swinging. Kopylov with a little blood off his left side of his forehead. I'm not sure how he got cut. Hernandez is riding his back, though. He jumped on his back. I think he's going for a rear naked choke now. But Kopylov with a nice wrist control. That's it. If you get control of somebody's wrist, it's very difficult to get taken down. Now, I am noticing Kopylov grabbed the cage about 3-4 times, put his finger in his cage. The ref should have noticed that. If I noticed it immediately, he should have got warned at least twice about putting his fingers in the cage. You got to know the rules of MMA. You cannot use your hand and put it on the cage to avoid getting taken down. Finally, Hernandez takes Kopylov down. Now he switches to the back. Rear naked choke. He's got the arm under the it's under the chin, but it's loose. Couple of jabs. Kopylov twisting his head with it. He might not be able to get him because it's loose. It's loose. Kopylov starting to get up, but Hernandez is riding his back. He needs to put the hooks in. Oh, he jumped right back into the rear and laid down. He jumped backwards and caught Kopylov. He might put him to sleep. Kopylov looked like he doesn't want to tap out. He might go to sleep, though. He's got him in a real tight rear naked choke, but he is fighting his fist, which is what you want to do. You want to fight the wrist. Man, Kopylov looked like I would have went out already. Kopylov is just fighting it. I think he's going to tap. He's lifting his hand up. He's not fighting the wrist anymore. I think he's about 10 seconds from tapping. No, he slipped out. Wow. Nice defense, Hernandez put him right back in it. He gave him 2 seconds of relief. Kopylov is not tapping. He might go to sleep. There he is. He tapped. Hernandez with a rear naked choke. There was about 1 minute, 50 seconds left in round number 1. Damn, Hernandez fought it.
Jessica, stuff. We need your help.
Hernandez with a choke out. You guys, give me a moment. I'll be right back. I'll let a commercial play. I have to help my sister-in-law just push the car out of the ice that's stuck right there. Be right back. Be right back. I'm going to let the commercial
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
Phew! I am back. Had to be the hero. Get my sister-in-law's car out of some ice. New England weather, people. New England weather. It snowed earlier. If you're in Connecticut, you know. Out of breath. Whew. No gym for me pushing a Chevy. What does she got? Chevy Malibu? I guess I missed this part, but Vanderlei Silva highlights, so maybe he's in the UFC Hall of Fame. Usually every pay-per-view, they announce somebody being in the Hall of Fame, so all we're seeing is Vanderlei Silva highlights. And yeah, Ryan, I'm back. Should have made my son do that. Good for nothing. 17 years old. Need to learn to drive, get people's cars out of the ice. And they're showing in the bottom left corner Vanderlei Silva watching his own highlights and smiling. Yeah, I'm gonna assume. Is anybody else watching the pay-per-view themselves? I'm gonna assume he's in the Hall of Fame. But most of his highlights are Pride because, believe it or not, Vanderlei Silva, when he actually went over the UFC, he was subpar. 500. He got knocked out a lot. Rampage Jackson got his Pride loss. He got it back when Vanderlei Silva went to the UFC. Chael Sonnen beat Vanderlei Silva. Vanderlei Silva got some good wins, don't get me wrong, but trust me, this whole highlight package has been his pride because he don't have too many highlights in the UFC. And I appreciate all the likes. I do see the views on all the networks I'm on Twitter, on Facebook, and YouTube. I appreciate it, and thank you all. Make sure you subscribe to the Average of Wrestling YouTube. Spread the word. Spread the love. Like, subscribe. And like and subscribe to everyone. That's part of the Jeff Meacham Network. I'm going to have a little banner go by now showing everybody how to find them. From Aaron to Jeff to JJ to Noah. I got to add Datilla up there because this was made before Datilla.
My favorite fighters ever. It's one of the fighters who inspired me to start the sport. I'm very proud to be part of the sport.
And I did just run the commercial on how you can find us all on all our social medias. I'm going to assume the next fight is going to be Jeff Neal versus Ian. So I'll have that running. There it is. Vanderlei Silva, the Pioneer Wing, UFC 2024 Hall of Fame. I'll give it up to him. I wasn't the biggest Vanderlei Silva fan, though. Especially, like, him and Chael Sonnen was a good rivalry, though. That was funny as hell. I don't know if you guys remember that that UFC in the house. Those two going at it on Spike TV back in the day. He is a legend. I got to admit, Joe Rogan just called him a bona fide legend. If it wasn't for Vanderlei, we wouldn't see a lot of the other Brazilian fights. But what's funny is he wasn't a jiu-jitsu fighter. He's from Brazil, and he wasn't really a big jiu-jitsu fighter. He was a striker. He tried to knock your damn head off when he fought. We show his wife. Dan Henderson congratulating him. I guess he's walking into the octagon to make it official. Where's DC? DC is not commentating today. It's Michael, Joe Rogan, and Michael Bisping, Joe Rogan, and John. No DC. I know he's getting his own show. I saw a promo earlier with him and Chael Sonnen. I don't know if it's a permanent thing. He said it was a one-time thing with Chael, but it might become so popular where it's permanent. But I have no idea. I'm surprised that DC isn't here. And it is rare, Ryan. It's usually Brazil. It's all about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but that dude was a striker. Vanderlei Silva was a striker. And he really tried to take your head off. And he got it. In Pride, he was undefeated for a while. He's knocking people out left and right. That's what got him signed to the UFC. And it's just some people just didn't transition well to the UFC. They came from Pride. they came up with all this hype. Even Michael Cro Cop didn't do as well. He was a machine. Nobody wanted to fight that man in Pride. He came to the UFC. He got knocked out by his name escapes me, but he knocked Cro Cop with his own head kick. Grazanga or Gazil. It's something had a weird name like that, but that's one of the highlights that every time you see a kick that they show that Michael Cro Cop got knocked out by his own signature move. As we get in the speed video of Rio de Janeiro, the Rio area, first event in Rio since UFC 283, Teixeira versus Hill. UFC 301 has been announced that it's going to be in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So that's going to be Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu heavy. Actually, we jump into Cejudo. So got to fix this banner here. Finding Merab Dvalishvili. I can't pronounce that, but there's the writing of it versus Henry Cejudo.
Georgian Dvalishvili and the American Olympic champion, Henry Cejudo. So Anita takes her high between wrestling elite packed and compact brains. Merab Dvalishvili's on a serious roll on 100 UFC gold. Now he comes up on this challenge with a man who's got a whole lot of that triple C at more bantamweight and flyweight.
Triple C. Triple C is the champ here. So this is the matchup that we're about to see. It's Cejudo to watch. Ready to go at it and show highlights of Triple C. Maybe he can win a couple of fights and become quadruple C and see if he could be a. I actually know he wouldn't because he'll be the same weight division. He would have to win another title in a different weight division. That's why he's Triple C. Cejudo, wow. They're not showing his tail of the tape, but I think he's about 5'4", 135. I know he's a bantamweight, which is definitely 135. He tried to fight for the. He went down to 125 for the featherweights, and he did. He won that title. Then he moved up to bantamweight 135, won that title. That's how he became Triple C. He's a wrestling heavy guy, but he can knock you out too, which is funny because you don't see a lot of the smaller guys being the knockout artists, and that was one of the problems with the UFC. A lot of people didn't like. It's kind of like boxing too. A lot of the lighter weight people didn't see, but those are the people that fought their hardest. They fought with all their heart. You didn't get a lot of knockouts, but you got those 12-round bangers in boxing. And now the UFC, man, them light guys, you just be careful who you pick on because you just never know what people are studying and who knows what, and they can knock you out. Especially when they got a low center of gravity and they're shorter like that, like Henry. He can wrestle and take you down because they got low center of gravity. And I do remember Ryan when he got asked about Nikki Bella. I do remember that. Well, let's see what Ryan bet. So I had to bet 10 cents to win 34 cents on Cejudo. Yeah, you gotta try something. Bet $100 if you got that. Never know, man. I'm a big fan of comeback stories. So hopefully Cejudo can do this. Or maybe somebody will knock some damn humbleness into him because he was cocky for a while. And I'm sorry, you can argue with me all you want. I think Demetrius Johnson beat Henry Cejudo in that last fight where they gave it to Cejudo, and then all of a sudden the trade for Demetrius happened. I'm not very much of a conspiracy theorist, but I think that was just set up to have like a new king of the bantamweight division. They thought Dana White has been on record saying that a lot of times that Demetrius Johnson was a boring fighter, even though he's one of my favorite fighters. And I feel like he doesn't get the just due. Like maybe after he retires, he'll be appreciated. But DJ was like one of the best there ever was. So I don't know why people say that. Let me turn this down. Copyright, as Noah likes to say. I can't even tell what song Triple C is coming out to. Oh, well. I'm turning it down because I'm not trying to get flagged. When you're trying to grow your channel, you do not need to get little small flags for little dumb things. But Henry Cejudo is coming out first. He still looks good. He's getting up there, though. I believe, before I see the tape, I think he's about 35, but I'll see. Henry Cejudo, Los Angeles, California, showing his X and his Instagram, but they haven't showed his tape yet. I believe he's 35 without me looking it up. But fighting does that to your face. So if he is younger, he looks a little older because his face has been getting punched and pummeled, for the latter half of his adult life. He was in the Olympics, won a championship for the United States, or won a gold medal, I should say. So that's the other crown that he won with it. That's why he's Triple C, 2 weight divisions, and then he won the gold medal in the Olympics. The Kurt Angle of the UFC, Henry Cejudo. Surprised he doesn't come out to Kurt Angle's music, but what's his name does. I can't even think of his name right now. One of 4 2 weight division simultaneous champions in UFC history. So 4 people have done it, and Triple C is one of them. Former UFC flyweight and bantamweight champion. Cejudo to win by decision. Here's the betting odds right here. Plus 450. Devosh to win by decision, minus 165. Fight will go to a decision is minus 180. So that's your betting odds right there. They have yet to show his I'm trying to see if I'm right about his age from memory, because I still say DJ beat him though. Colby Covington. I couldn't think of his name. He comes out to Kurt Angle's music. There we go. I remember Habib Nurmagomedov used to come out with that Russian wig, and now this dude's coming out with it. I'm trying to listen to let Joe Rogan say, how do you pronounce this guy's name? But sheesh. These Russians with their names. Valishvili. The D is probably silent. Oh, he's not even Russian. He's from Georgia. The country Georgia. I would, for all intents and purposes and for this stream, I'm just going to call him by his first name because I can say it, Merab. So Cejudo versus Merab. Look at that. I can confidently say I can say it and then screw up the next moment. Botch, like Noah likes to say. I'm trying to wait for the tail of the tape to see who. I didn't know. Oh, he fights in the same camp as Sterling, because Sterling just gave him a high five and he's in the corner with him. So let's get some details on Merab. He's the longest active win streak in UFC bantamweight history with 8. He's on a 9 in general, a 9-fight win streak overall. Highest takedown rate in the bantamweight, which is 59.3%. And then he takes down 5.93 times per 15 minutes. That's actually pretty high. I can see why he holds that record. He's saying Merab has a very dangerous right hand, which is what Cejudo has to look out for. 2 wrestlers. Cejudo has striking as a background, but they're both wrestlers, so it's interesting to see how long before someone tries to take the other one down. That's a bet. I bet you that's part of the betting odds. Hey, Ryan, was that part of the betting odds? The first person to go for a takedown, or over under 5 minutes, or over under 2 minutes in the first round? Plus 230. They just updated it. So Cejudo's a plus 235 underdog. There we go. Oh, Cejudo's 37. Woo, I gave him 2 years. So Merab is 33, 5'6", 135 pounds, 68 reach. Cejudo is 37, 5'4", I got the height right. 5'4", 135, 64-inch reach advantage. So a 4-inch reach advantage for Merab. So if he stays on the outside and boxes him, he can get this. But as we go back to Bruce Buffer, Cejudo's still only 16-3. Fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona now. '2008 Olympic gold medalist in freestyle wrestling. Former UFC bantamweight and former UFC flyweight champion. Henry Triple C Cejudo. Man, Logan Paul's making money hand over fist. That prime is all over the octagon. Merab is now fighting out of Long Island, New York. That's a hell of a long distance from Georgia. 16-4, 5'6", 135 pounds. Number 2 UFC ranked bantamweight champion. So I don't know if he goes to number 1 because Cejudo, I believe, was ranked number 5. So would this move up Merab to the number 1 contender if he wins? Because I know Shane O'Malley has a fight. UFC 299 is the next time I'll do a watch along. That's O'Malley's fight. And that's the current bantamweight champion. Here we go, Merab. Here we go. Fighters, are you ready? Boom. Touch gloves. Right in the center. Cejudo doing his traditional feints. Nice leg. Woof. Damn, he tried to take his freaking calf off with that leg kick. Merab with a spinning heel kick, but he completely missed. Cejudo was too far. Cejudo bouncing light on his feet. Back and forth, staying the distance. Almost walks right into a front kick. But Rob faked the knee. Cejudo's nice, light, active. Puncher, he must have had a good training camp. Very bouncy. But he's on that lead left foot. And if Merab wants to take a couple of kicks to the back of his knee and just take that bounce right out of Henry, that's what I would do. Don't lead with your kicks like that. Don't lead with that foot and give me a target. Henry's being aggressive. I talked about calf kicks, and it's Henry doing all the kicking. Oh, Henry clipped him with a left hook. Cejudo has Merab in the corner already. Wow, what a left hook. Taking his time, not making the same mistake he made when they fought before. Nice kick to Cejudo. 1-2. He went for 3, the combination of 3, and then ended it with a nice kick to the back of his knee. Cejudo still bouncing light on his feet. I would attack that leg so bad. It's like there for Merab to take, man. Come on, Merab. Just take his leg up. Merab's got a hold of Cejudo's leg and took him down. He pushed him down. It wasn't really a takedown. Cejudo's fighting off his back now. Gets up, but Merab has him in a waist lock. Nice spin out. Nice way to get back on your feet. There we go. The crowd giving him an applause for that. You appreciate wrestling. You understand mixed martial arts. Understand how quickly he got back to his feet, and that's why they applaud. Whoa! Merab caught Cejudo trying to come in and punched him right in the forehead and took him down, but as Merab tried to get on top of Cejudo reversed it, and now Cejudo's on guard, but he's on top. Trying to get him out of Merab's guard. Nice leg lock. And Merab's left leg is being locked by Cejudo. And then Cejudo. And then he's trying to grab wrist control. He's trying to go into side mount. Floor game now. Cejudo on top with a couple punches to the side of his face. Trying to go to side guard again. They're right in the center, too. They got no wall to crawl up. They got the fence. They can't use the fence, any of that. If Cejudo just stands in this position right here, he probably won this round. Because he's been the aggressor. He got those calf kicks. He reversed this move. Now they're starting to both make their way up. Cejudo worked his way to the back. He's on his back. Can we get 2 submissions in a row? Merab tried to flip out of it, but Cejudo reversed it. Both back on their feet, but Cejudo's behind with the waist lock. And Merab's trying to work his way to the fence. Nice knees to the back of his calf. The crowd chanting USA behind Henry Cejudo. Merab spun around, but he's still up against the fence. Cejudo's hugging him, trying to take him down. Wrestlers are muscular. They are big. Cejudo's small, 5'4", 135 pounds, but that is solid muscle. Nice knee. Back to the center of the octagon. 1-2 punch by Cejudo. Going right back to his famous feints. He likes to do these rocking feints where you don't know if he's going to swing with his right hand or his left hand. Nice round. I give that to Cejudo. As they're showing 0 added sugar, 25 calories, prime. Available at Walmart, and they're showing Volkanovski drinking prime. More money for Logan Paul. They're telling Moby not to rush in. Henry will be there. Don't rush in. Ooh, they're showing a replay of that nice left hook. He cold clocked him. I don't know how he took that punch. He just ate it. And he ran it. He didn't get knocked down, but that jaw, if he had any weaker jaw, that would have laid the normal man out. But Rob just took it like a champ. And that's why these people are in the UFC. They can give a punch, but they can take it as well. Flyweight bout, we can advertise Saturday, February 24th at 10 p.m. Eastern. Moreno versus Royval 2. 5 rounds. It's not a title. Moreno has to work his way back to the title. Here we go. The beginning of round 2. Right back in the center of the octagon. Cejudo bouncing back and forth, bouncing back and forth. Derek Bronson, they're showing his tweet where he said Triple H. I got wrestling on the brain. Triple C is 1-0. I think he won that first round as well. Nice feint. Merab with a couple kicks. They're exchanging calf kicks back and forth, or leg kicks back and forth. Cejudo's he's kind of kicking more to the thigh than the calf. Merab tried to take Cejudo down. Cejudo spun and got right to his back. That was beautiful. Cejudo looking good for 37 and 4 years. What did he take? 4 years off before his last fight? This is his second or third fight back. He looked good. They're back in the center of the octagon. Cejudo went to take him down and then lifted up and start. They're swinging. They're going for the knockout. Nice front kick by Merab. Couple of jabs. Right cross. Woo. Partially blocked by Cejudo, but enough of it got through where it caught Cejudo's attention. Cejudo goes for the one leg takedown now. gave up and started swinging. Oh, they're going at it in the center of the octagon. Cejudo looked like he got the worst of that exchange, though. He's eating it, nodding, trying to say you didn't hurt me, but you don't got a good game face because I can tell you got hurt. He's got you thinking now. Nice front kick to the stomach by Merab. Cejudo's still bouncing light on his feet in the center. I think he's got his wits about him, but he did get cold clocked. Merab backing Cejudo up, but then now Henry backing him up. It's kind of hard to call this round. They've been going at it back and forth, back and forth. Nobody's in a dominant position. And as I said, that Merab took Cejudo down. That gives him the round right now so far. But we still got 2 minutes and 20 seconds and counting. Cejudo crawling his way to the corner. They're trying to sprawl. Cejudo crawling his way to the corner. He's got his head in one of the corners, trying to work his way back up. Fighting for wrist control. Hand on the fence. Come on, ref. Hand in the fence. That's like a rule everybody gets away with in the UFC. Hand in the fence. McGregor did that against McGregor did that a lot against why am I losing my train of thought right now? Cejudo's breathing hard right now. He's definitely losing this round. Back at the center of the octagon. And it was Nurmagomedov. I was trying to think. Every time Conor was down, he kept putting his fingers to the fence. Henry slowed down significantly in this round. I don't know exactly. That punch rattled his cage because he is not the same Henry from the opening round. Oh, front guillotine. You can't knee him on the head. That was illegal. Come on now. Henry's on his knees, laying forward. He's got him in the front. Merab has him in the front guillotine, but you can't knee him on the head. He got away with that. That technically the man is down. You can't knee him. Cejudo's got his hands on Merab's knees, trying to avoid any kind of further knees. Cejudo looks tired. He wore himself up. 25 seconds left. Definitely about to be 1-1 at the end of this round. If it doesn't end in this round, because he's got a tight guillotine. If he stands him up, he's got a standing guillotine. Just jump back. All Merab has to do is jump back, and he's got the guillotine choke. 7 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Cejudo's out. I think Cejudo's... Nope, he popped out. Oh, I thought he fell asleep for a second. That was tight guillotine. That might even be a 10-8 round, that second round. Henry got destroyed there. Henry's corner telling him we need to win this round. Yeah, no duh. You just got your ass whipped. Move around, take the 2 minutes, move around, spin, try to take him down. Go quick with your strikes. They're trying to show Henry might have tapped. No. He looked like he went limp. His arm looked limp right there. Referee was just out of position. That guillotine was tight. My God, I don't know how. I gotta give it up to Henry for surviving that. That guillotine was tight. They tap at the beginning of the third round now. Nothing's happening yet. A couple of jabs by Merab. Spinning kick by Merab, but he completely missed. So that was just for fat. Oh, Henry with a rush in the swing, but he missed.
there's a good possibility that with those knockouts in this round, you can make the argument one of these coming into this. Sure.
Cejudo with a nice hit to the stomach. Nice left jab right in the abdomen. Couple jabs. Now they're boxing. Merab tried to take Cejudo down, but he's bouncing on his leg. He's bouncing on his one leg, and then Merab kicked the other leg trying to take him down, but Henry got to give it to him. Stayed on his feet. Now a couple of knees to the back of his thigh. Merab is on his back, riding him, trying to knee him. I almost said something else and didn't want it to sound dirty. Henry's left forearm looks broken. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of limp and it's really blown up, like it's swelling. Henry might have broke his left forearm. He keeps grabbing the fence too, which is I keep saying that's completely illegal. I don't know what's going on with these refs. He's fighting. Merab is behind him, kneeing him. Henry kind of bent down, trying to fight wrist control. Henry's elbow and his left arm is just blown up. It looks swollen. He might have broke it. His forearm looks horrible. He might announce his retirement again because that would be his second injury. Merab with a couple of knees. Cejudo tried to take him down, but Merab fought it. And now they're back in the middle of the octagon. Nice kick by Henry. Nice leg kick. Another kick. Henry has a beautiful 1-2 kick combo. 1-2 punch and then right with the calf kick or leg kick. He's moving that arm better now, but something doesn't look right to me. Nice front kick by Merab. Merab with a right cross. Henry with a good hook, but he missed. Now, this doesn't look good for Henry because Merab is backing Henry into the corner. Oh, he's got him on his shoulder. It's going to be a big takedown. He literally walked him from the corner to the middle of the octagon and just flat jacked him down. Pretty much swung him off his shoulders and laid him down flat. Big takedown by Merab. That might have just won him the fight. Because this was a close round, and that might have just won him the fight, that takedown right there. Henry better get up and get that takedown back. Full guard here. Actually, butterfly guard. Cejudo fought, got up. Nice scramble to get up. Merab is just all over him, though. Merab might have just took the fight with that takedown right there. Henry keeps holding on to the cage, Now he's pulling Merab onto him, hugging him. Cejudo's on the ground. Merab is kicking him, kneeing him. Merab, most takedowns landed in UFC history after that takedown he just got on Henry. Henry's up. Fighting for control here. Henry's in the corner. Henry definitely lost this round. He better do something. They got 37 seconds left. 2-1 in my opinion. It's probably going to be a 29-27 round. Fight. Or 29-28. You got to do my math right with the way the judges do it. Henry holding on to the leg. 10 seconds left. Merab just pounded into his ribs. Merab definitely won this. Sorry, Cejudo, you lost. And that's the end of the fight. We're going to go to the scorecards. 29-28 to me. Merab won. Cejudo has his face just looked like he lost. Yeah, Ryan. See, you saw the same thing I did. His elbow looked like he has a baseball in it. Something popped or something swung. Something happened. I saw it immediately. I noticed it was during that guillotine. It went limp and then it started swelling. That old elbow, like remember when John Cena had it? Right, he said that just lost 10 cents. John Cena had that weird elbow that was swollen, and that's what Cejudo looks like right now. I think his forearm is broken. They're showing a replay. I'm not sure if they're going to show what happened. Maybe he blocked a kick or something, but I could tell that something wasn't right. He slowed down significantly after that. Cejudo had it the first round. Here it is, the guillotine, and his arm went a little limp, and I'm not sure what happened, but it's on the slam. See, when he picked him up, the way he landed off the slam, look, boom. He tried to catch himself with his arm, and he might have just did something to his elbow, or his forearm, I should say. It was the front kick. They just showed a front kick, which was partially blocked by his elbow, and then he caught him in between his abdomen and his rib, underneath the chest a little. So maybe that hurt him, but I could tell Henry got something hurt. You could tell something wasn't right. Now they're talking about it. The forearm of Henry Cejudo. 29-28. Let's see.
Judges score this contest 29-28.
All three judges scored 29-28 by unanimous decision. Merab, I called that. That was easy. You can see 29-28 right there. Henry definitely won the first round and lost the second too. We go to the interview. Merab the Machine. Joe Rogan said that's the biggest fight of your career. Now he's on a 10-win fight streak. Thank you, Joe Rogan. I was working hard all my life. I always work for it. I don't get nothing free. It was without a doubt the hard work paying off, Joe Rogan told him. You just beat a 2-division world champion. That's a statement. Do you want to fight for the title? Of course he's going to want to fight for the title. All right, they're going to keep showing replays. So while they show the replays here, I'm going to cut to that same commercial where you can find all of us on social media here and all how to find us all here. And I'll be back in a little.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
Sorry about that. I had a phone call while I played the commercial. And they're showing a commercial now for the debut, which I'm definitely looking forward to, of Michael Venom Page in the UFC. I said it a long time ago. They should have been signed this guy. You wait until he lost to do it. My mom just sent me a message. Que no te oigo, meaning I don't hear you. But yeah, Sean O'Malley defends his title, and then the debut of Michael Venom Page. I cannot wait for that. And they're showing the bantamweight, the most performances in history. You got 8 by Sean O'Malley, 8 by TJ Dillashaw, who ruined his career with that drug use. Now we're showing highlights of Sugar Sean O'Malley, who's infamous. If you watch the open mic, like when I screamed when he won that title, I screamed at the top of my lungs in the middle of JJ talking. I'm pretty sure James got that on the highlight reel where I went crazy for Sugar Shane winning that belt. They're showing that. They're showing the replay of that right now. And Marlon Chito Vera is who he's fighting. And they won last time. He's the one who beat Sugar Shane O'Malley. So this time it's for the bantamweight title. So we'll see if he wins. They showed all these highlights, but still not saying when UFC 299 is. So I can tell you guys that's my next watch along. I can't wait for that. Sugar Shane O'Malley and Vera. But I'm really looking forward to Michael Venom Page's debut. He's gonna fight Kevin Holland. Then you got Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis. You got Gilbert Burns versus Jack Della Videla. You got Peter Young versus Song Yadoo. This is Saturday, March 9th, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, live on ESPN pay-per-view. I'm definitely doing a watch along for that. O'Malley versus Vera too. Vera beat, like I just said, Vera beat Sean O'Malley last time. But this time the title's on the line. They're showing the prelims now. Curtis Blades versus Delta Almeida. Caitlin Samaria versus Macy Barber. Camera versus Rafael Dos Anjos. I can't believe Rafael Dos Anjos still fights. He's one of the old school UFC fighters. He's been in there for at least 15, 20 years. Pedro Munoz versus Kyle Phillip. That's coming up March 9th. So that'll be the next watch along UFC 299. Here we go now. Gonna go to Neil. Jeff Neal versus Ian Gary's the next fight. These two have a heated rivalry.
It's been incredible, but I have no plans to slow down. If anything, I want to default.
He said, my UFC run has been incredible, but I have no plans of slowing down. And Jeff Neal, whose nickname is the Hand of Steel, he can knock your ass out instantly. All it takes is one kick, one punch. Yeah, and Jeff Neal has some highlights. I mean, he took care of Vicente Luque last time with a jab to the stomach that just laid him flat out. He took all the air out of him, laid him down. It was over.
But I'm gonna change that mindset.
Backing up every word he has uttered since debuting in the UFC in 2021. Ian Machado Gary upped the ante last year with a trio of wins over Sean Ganon, Daniel Rodriguez, and Neil Beck. And he could think of no better way to kick off 2024 than with an exact win over one of his budding rivals, Jeff Neal.
My potential is linked.
Still showing the highlights over here.
Depends on how hard I'm going to work and how hard I'm going to grind. Trust me when I say I did no slowing time, I'm ready.
And this is what it looked like when these two were in the face-off of the weight. Now, this is what we're looking for now. Jeff Neal versus Ian Gary. Let me turn this down so we don't get that music in the background again. Then just giving some history background on Ian Gary from Ireland. Maybe the UFC's trying to make him the next Conor McGregor, but he's a lot bigger. I'm gonna say he's at least 6'2". The way I don't know if it's the TV or the camera angle, but he looks pretty damn big. And he was born in Dublin, Ireland. One of 6 Irish active fighters. Yeah, he looks taller than that. Actually, he's probably at least 6'5". Look how he towers over Neil in that picture. Trying to wait to see if they show his height. I'm gonna guess 6'5", 6'4", 6'5". He just looks like a skinnier John Jones in terms of height. This is what John Jones looked like before he put on all the muscle to become a heavyweight. He had that slender, tall look. He probably does the same kicks to hold him back. I've never seen Gary fight, so this will be the first time I'm watching him. As he stands in the corner, getting mouthpiece, smiling, showing he's got his mouthpiece in, taps his cup. He's making his way into the octagon. Getting some last-minute instructions from his corner. Vaseline on his face. Let's tell he has the longest active win streak in UFC welterweight division. So this is the welterweight division. This is 170 pounds. Largest significant strike differential in UFC welterweight history. Plus 3.09 per minute. Second highest significant strike accuracy in the UFC welterweight history. 56.7%. Doesn't sound like a lot, but somebody swings at you and connects with over 50% of their punches, you're going to go down. I want to see if they show his height. He's got to be at least 6'4". Man, he's excited to be here. He is bouncing around the ring, almost tripped over a camera wire. We've seen stranger things. We've seen people get injured and tripping off of the stage and camera wires, and you gotta be careful doing all this jumping around. As we get Jeff Neal's entrance now. Again, I gotta turn it down so there's no music in the background. And then Ryan says, Layla by Eric Clapton is a great walkout song. It is. I couldn't hear what it was because I turned it down so that my stream doesn't get flagged. But we getting but Neal's in this corner now, taking off his slippers, taking off his shirt, taking off his jacket, dancing. Last minute instructions. Come on. These corner stops, man, they take a while. Taking off his pants to reveal his shorts. Took off his sneakers. He's taking a sweet time. Let's go with the Vaseline. Make sure he's got his mouthpiece. Make sure he's got his cup. You don't have to high five every single person in your corner, man. Get in the octagon already. There we go. Vaseline on the face. Gonna lies. Help you roll with the punches. As we get some stats on Jeff Neal. 3 of his last 4 wins are by knockout. 4th highest takedown defense in UFC welterweight history. 89.7%. 4th highest knockout rate among active UFC welterweights. 10.92 per minute. Checking his gloves. Props to watch. We got Gary to win by TKO. These are the betting odds. Plus 300. Neal to win by TKO. Plus 275. Fight will not go the distance. Minus 105. So that's the point odds for DraftKings. I'm just waiting on the tail of the tape so I can tell you. I want to see if I can get this height right. Now you're chasing your loss, Ryan. I bet 50 cents. You got to bet more than $1, man, to win something. Here we go. Tail of the tape, 6'3". I was off by an inch. I said he was at least 6'4". 6'3", 20. He's only 26 years of age. 170 pounds and 170 and a half pounds. Each of them weighed that. Gary, 74.5 inch reach advantage. Jeff has a slight half an inch reach advantage at 75, and he's 33. As we go to Bruce Buffer for the introductions.
Introducing Fire out of the blue corner.
Hey, you suck at betting and don't have a minute. Sometimes you got to go at it. I lost my last few bets too, man, on DraftKings. Betting for the wrong person. The only thing that made me break even last time is that I predicted that John Jones, when he won the title, he wasn't going to get out of the first round. So I got that. I got the bonus of him winning and the bonus that he did it in the first round. That was the last time I won. Every event since then, I've lost a bet. Picking the wrong people. I am going to bet that Sean O'Malley retains the title, though, against Vera. That rematch, I think he gets his win back. But anyways, Jeff Neal's telling the tape, 15-5 record, 5'11", 170.5 pounds, fighting out of Dallas, Texas. Man, Bruce Buffer gets you hyped, man. Listening to him.
Final referee decider of the night for Frank Strait. I'm feeling particularly tense, boys, as we get into this.
This is a big one. This is a big one. With all the potential that Jeff Neal had and all the potential Lee Machado Gary has, this is a big one.
Machado Gary in green, Jeff Neal and that patented southpaw stance in black.
So I said to me and Gary, Shotgun Rachmaninoff has a very similar play, the height, the length. But Rob Shotgun part of it went forward. Didn't really use his range. He said that's precise.
Here we go. Starting at the. He looked taller than 6'3". Gary looks big. I don't know if it's the angle of the TV or what. Or just because of how much shorter Neal is than him, but he looks humongous. Gary starting out with these little faint jabs. He's not really doing nothing. I guess he's just measuring the distance so he can know where to get Neal at. And surprisingly, he's got what? 4-inch height advantage, but only a half-inch reach advantage. Nice kick to the head, but Neal blocked it. Minutes passed in the round. Circling each other, not much action's going on. Now Neal with a nice front kick to the thigh. Nice front kick by Gary. Gary with another nice front kick, but Neal blocked it, pushed his leg off. Neal disrespectful with his hands completely down. And then he attacks with a front kick to the stomach. You better not ever put your hands down when you're in the middle of a fight. Now Neal creeping in with his elbows up. That is a weird defense. Neal seems like he's got like no respect for Gary's power. That might come back to bite him in the ass. Nice front kick by Neal, though. Sorry, nice leg kick, I should say. Neal bouncing around, feeling himself. I think Neal has got Gary's distance now, so it seemed like his confidence just went. I could see it in his face. His confidence went up. He's measuring the distance, but Gary moved right out of the way. That was a nice slick by Gary. Question mark kick, but he didn't hit it. And then he kneed him and then elbows right after the knee. Nice combination by Gary as he circles Neal around. It's showing Neal's corner yelling to set him up, set him up. I went, do these corners like realize the opponent can hear you too? Like, I love them, like, do this and then do that. And it's like the opponent can hear that too. They're wrestling in the corner now, trying to fight for control. Not much is happening. It's kind of hard to see who's winning in this. Neal with a couple of shoulder strikes. McGregor did one with that shoulder strike before.
He's trying to get Jeff Neal, chase him down and extend his arms, reach the punches, so he can counter.
Neal trying to get underhooks, but he can't. Gary won't let him. Gary's got his arm over. They're fighting, jockeying for position here. Looks like Gary's going to try to reverse him, and Gary's got his back to the cage right now. And if he could just flip, there he goes. I knew that was happening. He flipped Neil. Now it's Neil's back to the cage. You can just see when people are about to attempt to do something. Like you can see the setup, but when you're in there in the octagon, you don't have the angles that we have on the camera. So it's easy to say that as a spectator, but when you're in there with the actual opponent, you don't see the little intricate moves that they're about to make. They're still locked. Now Neil reversed it, and now he's got Gary's back against the cage again. As we get a big shot of the Cherry Freeze Prime. Now that makes me kind of want to, good advertisement, because that makes me want to try it. Gary ran out of the corner, literally. And then with a nice kick to the rib, nice knee to the rib, he is tearing Neil's body up. And Neil just with all confidence putting his arm down, dancing around, playing around. He can't do that. This is the UFC. It's not the minor leagues. People, and no matter who you fight it, if they made it to the UFC, there's a reason they're under contract. You can't underestimate anyone. Nice question mark kick by Gary again. Front kick to the stomach. As I said it, Joe Rogan just repeated it. Stop copying me, Joe Rogan. Gary with a couple jabs. The way Gary fights and the way he looks reminds me of Stefan Struve. Stefan Struve, the skyscraper, the guy was like 7 feet tall. He looks exactly like him, like his whole fighting style. I don't know if you guys are big fans of UFC, you would know who I'm talking about. That's the end of the round. I have no idea who won that round, to be honest. It might be 10 even, to be honest. Interesting that Gary isn't sitting down. He's just drinking the water. We need to move, he said. He said they're telling him that Jeff loses his fight footing a lot. So take advantage of it. I have no idea who won this round, to be honest. Ryan, who do you think won? Jeff's corner seems to think that Jeff Neal's corner seems to think that he lost because they said we need this next round. I can see it going either way. I really didn't see anybody with a obvious advantage. It said Jeff Neal landed 62% of his punches. Beginning of round 2, we start off in the center of the octagon. Again, Gary, even Michael just said it's a very close round. I'll just score. Yeah, not much action happened, so it's hard to say what happened. Ryan thinks Neal won. I got 10-9 Neal, but it's really close, according to Paul Fontaine on X. Ryan Frederick, 10-9 Neal. So most people are saying Neal. Michael said, you only got 15 minutes. You better enter the tank. I don't like Neal's cockiness with the hands down, and people get caught like that. Then they make when cockiness goes wrong in videos, and you're the highlight of it. You better stop putting your arms down and your hands down. Gary tried to hit a knee to the face and barely missed it by an inch. Neal somehow got it out of the way. Gary, I mean, I guess you could say Neal won because of the pressure against the cage, and he's doing it right now again. He's got Gary up against the cage, back on the cage. Neal is pressuring him. Crowd is booing because not much action is happening. Kind of causing dead air on me too because there's just nothing happening. Now they finally make their way back to the center of the octagon. These two hated each other in all the promos, all the weigh-ins. Like, what is going on? Like, kill each. Well, let me not say that, but knock each other out. Go for it. Do something. Joe Rogan saying if you're Jeff Neal, you got to get something significant off. You got to get something off.
Gary skips the jab.
It's a very disciplined approach from Ian Gary. I mean, you say whatever you want, people like to talk online, but look at the discipline and the focus in the octagon. I mean, he's sticking to the game plan perfectly.
Yeah, I really don't understand the hate. I think it's so cool.
Oh, that's a big shot now, right hand.
Good right hand by Neil, but then he clinched.
Nice clinching. And again, they're up against the cage. Neil on the front. He's got Gary up against the cage.
Every time he has them, it's kind of been a stalemate. No one's really had an advantage. They didn't really attempt to leverage it, he broke down, got the legs.
Got double underhooks by Neil, I should say. Trying to take Gary down. They're just in the center. Now Muay Thai, the plum hold by Neil. Anderson Silva was freaking famous for that, having that plum hook, and then you go right to the knees. But Neil didn't take advantage of it at all. Got 90 seconds left in round 2. I guess Neil's winning by default, but not much is a nice question mark kick. Gary, that's about the 4th time he's gone for that question mark kick, but he keeps missing it.
Gary's starting to bleed a little bit from the mouth. Deal with that.
Gary's bleeding from the mouth, they just pointed out. I don't know from what, because, I mean, they're barely doing anything to each other. The crowd booing heavily. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I'll turn it up a little. But they're really booing because not much is happening right now. Gary circling, couple jabs. There we go. Neil rushing in with a nice combo. But Gary answered back. Backed Neil up. Neil with his hands down. Again, approaching Gary. You got to stop with those hands down. Like, I got a feeling Gary might catch him because the way Neil keeps just dropping his hands. High kick by Neil, but he completely missed. Nice. Now he's taking Gary. Nice cross. Now Gary's got Neil across against the fence and just dragging him. Waist lock, trying to slam him, but Gary reversed it. Sorry, Neil reversed it. Neil complaining about something to the ref. I don't know, but he's bleeding out his mouth. So Neil's catching Gary. I guess Gary's getting the worst of it because he's bleeding. But this is kind of a boring fight. Not much is happening. I think, but nice knee. I didn't even catch that. Gary hit Neil with a knee and then an elbow across the jaw. But I'm guessing Neil's still winning.
Very, very close, interesting round.
Mike said it's a close. Bisping saying it's a close, very interesting round. I don't know how to score this, but I'm guessing Neil's winning, but like it's by default. You can kind of flip a coin right now. Gary's corner telling him I need some effing action. Gary's complaining about something. I don't know what Neil's doing, but Gary, that's like the 4th time he complained about something. Maybe he's being holding his glove or something's going on. Unrivaled UFC 300 Saturday, April 13th, T-Mobile Arena. They keep promoting it, but not announcing who the damn main event is. That's definitely going to be a UFC watch along, though. But you got to announce something. Michael Bisping pointing out exactly what I said. You don't know what Gary is saying, but he's definitely talking. He's complaining about something. I can't really tell what Neil is doing, but he keeps complaining. He told the ref, he done told his corner, but you can't hear the audio of what he's saying. I don't know, Ryan. Gary just looks uninterested, man. The crowd, I don't know if you guys can hear, the crowd is booing him like he's the Rock right now. They're just booing the whole fight. There's just nothing going on. The commentators look bored. They're talking about other stuff. Jeff Neal with a couple punches to the body. Gary needs to do something. I mean, you got to do something here. You got to knock. based on what everybody else is saying, like I don't even know who's winning, but I guess it's Neil. But you got to knock Neil out. You need to go for the knockout. You got 15 minutes. You're on a high pay-per-view. You're on the Volkanovski card. You're the third to the main event. Do something. Show why you're here. Why you deserve to be in the UFC. Like Dana White's probably pissed at this fight right now. Nice. There we go. Couple of knees by Gary. Neil just stalking. That's the other thing in the judge's eyes. When you're getting stalked and you constantly got your back against the cage and somebody's backing you down, that counts in the judge's eyes. It may not be doing anything, but it definitely counts in the judge's eyes. Crowd is booing loud as hell. Well, there we go. Neil attacking now. Got him in the corner. He's got Gary. I'm sorry, Ryan, but it don't look like Gary's doing anything, man. And White's asking me who I want to win. I really don't care about this fight too much, but it looks like Neil's going to win. But if you're talking about the main event, I definitely want Volkanovski to keep that title. Crowd is booing loud. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but that crowd is booing loud. It's like nothing going on. This is a boring ass fight. There we go. I mean, they're cheering at any little connection. Like literally, Neil just hit the weakest kick, and somebody went, "Yeah!" Oh, loud. That's probably a drunk scream. They're literally promoting Kung Fu Panda 4 right now with Jack Black because this fight is boring. Nice knee by Gary. Here we go. Get some action going. Even the referee looks uninterested. Like, what the hell? And this is the third. This should have opened the bout if it was going to be this. If they knew they were going to fight like this, they should have opened the bout with this instead of the Hernandez fight. At least the Hernandez fight was a little exciting. Gary circling, bouncing around the ring, not doing much. Neil got his arms completely down. If you don't take his head off, you know how disrespectful that is? I'm fighting you and you put your arms down. I mean, I know Anderson Silva got away with that, but that's because he was a great fighter in multiple skills. Multiple disciplines, I should say. Head, like they're showing a head, body, leg strike. Neil 27 and Gary 36. Those are low output numbers. You're in a 3-round fight. You only threw 27 punches. Neither one of these people are getting a title shot anytime soon. Leon Edwards is twiddling his thumbs like, I'm not fighting one of these dudes. They suck. Neither one of them better get a title fight against Leon Edwards. I'll tell you that much. That'd be boring. That crowd is, I don't know if you guys can hear it. The crowd, there's 50 seconds left. The crowd is booing even louder than they have all fight. Joe Rogan pointing out that Gary's outscoring Neil in this third round, but even so, it would be 29-28 because Neil won the first two based on Twitter and everybody else, or X, I should say. This is like really making me uninterested. And if Neil wants to gain fans, this ain't how you do it. On a big stage like that, you're not doing anything. You should have took Gary's head off by now, or vice versa. Gary should have took Neil's head off by now. You're getting disrespected. This guy is approaching you with his complete arms, hands down. But I do get it that he's a big puncher and you're being cautious. But you got to throw caution to the wind when you're losing 2 rounds. Nice elbow by Gary, but there's 2 seconds left. And Neil's just showboating. They're hugging in the center of the octagon. I don't know why. People booing the hell out of him. I want to see CM Punk's reaction right now. Show CM Punk. They're all hugging. Good sportsmanship. Neil's mouth looked like he'd been through a war, though. He's bleeding hard. And if we go to some replays, which hard to highlight, this boring-ass fight. Nice knee to O'Neal, followed by the elbow. That was about the highlight of the fight. It is, right? Right. It's boring, dude. Yeah. They didn't gain a fan out of me for either one of these two. You can't have boring fights, man. The UFC will cut you quick. There's just too many great fighters. And they just signed Michael Venom Page. And you come out on the national stage here in front of everybody and put on this boring fight. I paid $60 for this.
All right, so Ian Machado, Gary came in 13-0.
Volkanovski better make this up.
Unquestionably facing his toughest opponent to date in Jeff Neal. And it did seem like maybe there
Gonna
was
take that out, put myself back in. That match wasn't even worth the fight. That should have been on prelims. That shouldn't even have been on the main card, to be honest.
He certainly has to pick him home. No doubt.
I'm gonna assume you might as well say 30-27. You might as well give Neal all three, even though Gary outscored him in that third round. You might as well just give it to him. I mean, nothing happened. But you just never know what happens. Like they just said, you leave things in the judge's hand. What if one of the judges just gives the whole fight to Gary because Jeff had his hands down and wasn't swinging as well? 16, round one, he threw 16 times to 13, 11 to 17. So Gary actually outstruck Neal both the second and the third round.
He's not in any rush for a title fight. We'll see if he moves up a couple of rungs in the rankings. Bruce Buffer now with the official.
All right, we're going to Bruce Buffer. The ref looks so bored. I swear to God, guys.
Alicia Owens scores the contest. 30-27, Gary.
Somebody scored 30-27, Gary.
29-28, Neal.
29-28, Neal.
Paulie Amato scores it. 30-27 for the winner by split decision.
30-27 split decision. Still undefeated. They gave it to Gary. Wow. That's why you don't leave it in the judge's hands in the UFC. Holy hell. Neal is pissed. Gary still undefeated, but you guys can hear this. Hold on. I'm going to turn it up. You hear that? They're booing the hell out of that decision. He's saying you keep talking. You're all here watching me. You're not Conor, man. Shut up. I mean, he did outstrike him the second and third round. So, I mean, I guess that's why I'm not a judge in the UFC, man. That was hard to score. That was a boring-ass fight. If I can make two losers happen, I would have made two losers happen. That's honestly what I would have done. I don't know, Ryan. Ryan said I won my bet. I have no idea how. I don't know either. But, I mean, if you look at the stats, he did outstrike him. So there's that. Said it moves you into an excellent position, but Rogan, stop lying to this dude. You better not ever come out and fight like that again. You better go for it. Fans are fickle. We've learned that from The Rock. We learned that from the WWE. You better go out and knock people out. You start doing that. I remember when Silva was winning, he was so bored and he was so much better than his competition that he would do boring things during a fight and piss Dana off. So you got to go out there and you got to knock people out.
You seem to enjoy proving the haters wrong. Is that part of your
Joe Rogan just said you seem to enjoy proving haters wrong. You didn't prove anything wrong. You got a lucky decision. He said Conor McGregor inspired me. Yep, way to name drop. You gotta name drop Conor when you're from Ireland. Might as well push the whiskey too while you're at it. Ian, they announced that he won again, and the crowd just got loud as hell with more boos. Loud as hell. All right, so we're going against some Rage Against the Machine and Audio Slave Tim Comerford. We're showing celebrities Bianca Belair, Montez Ford in the crowd, WWE superstars. Let's see if they show CM Punk again. Tony Ferguson. There's Bilal Muhammad, who I feel is the next champ. So while they're just doing celebrity things, I'll go on mute.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
All right, as we get back, we are showing the hype video. I'm actually looking forward to this. I want Whitaker to win, but Costa might pull this out. Who knows? They're doing the hype video of Robert Whitaker versus Paulo Costa. This is going to be a good-ass fight. Again, Robert Whitaker, basically the only two fights I've seen him lose is when he fought the champion.
This is much fun. And once it's gone, it's gone. Power. So I need
showing that Robert Whitaker is good on his feet. He's good in wrestling. He's good in striking. I can't wait. And Paulo Costa is known more as a striker. He's not good against wrestling, but you saw what Adesanya did. He made him look like a fool and beat the hell out of him.
to keep winning until I can take the belt.
Whitaker said, I want to keep winning. I want to keep winning.
Here's the former #1 middleweight contender, the Minas Gerais native, Paulo Costa.
I'm excited to fight Whitaker because I think he's one of the top guys in his division.
Paulo Costa saying that Whitaker is one of the best guys in the division. I'm excited to see this fight. I actually just got hyped. After that boring ass fight we just saw, I'm really hyped about who's going to win this fight. I'll be happy with either one, but I'm definitely going for Whitaker. I don't want steroid boy over here, the Brazilian Incredible Hulk, to win. Showing highlights of Costa. I forgot he beat the hell out of Johnny Hendricks. Hendricks never was the same after he lost that close fight to GSP, which I believe he won. I do believe he won. But since that fight, he's never been the same. I didn't even know Costa beat his ass like that. They just showed a highlight. He whooped him back.
I want to bring a great show.
Costa saying, I just want to put on a good show. Yeah, you picked the right opponent to put a good show with, because Whitaker does not back down. He does not run. He is in your face at all times. I'm waiting for the hype video to finish. Let me turn that down again so I'm not flagged. Although I think Costa's just coming out to a generic song. I don't think that's a trademark music. They're talking about Israel Adesanya, a common opponent for both these people who made them both look silly, Costa and Whitaker. Well, I mean, he didn't make Whitaker look silly, but he did beat him. Whitaker did a lot better the second time around. You guys can't hear me? My mic is off? Somebody put in a comment. Can you hear me, guys? Somebody in the comments can let me know that you can hear me. I see Ryan's last comment. Yes, we need action, but are you guys able to hear me? All right. I just got the thumbs up. Okay. Costa made his way into the ring. And here we go. Robert Whitaker. Ryan, how much you putting on this one? No, I'm pretty sure when he gets to the corner, they'll show the betting odds here. Middlemore, New Zealand. And of course, they would put him as co-main event when the Australia is the main event. Same part of the world.
He said, part of the reason I never showed up was because the longer he's been a part of the UFC, kind of the more fighting that he's got, of course, technically, he's improving all the time. But he said he kind of got away from the animalistic nature of what fighting is. You overanalyze everything. You try to be technically perfect, but you got to remember, at the end of the day, you're trying to knock somebody off.
All right, Robert Whitaker is former UFC welterweight champ, second most performances in the history of the division. All right, here's the bets. Whitaker to win by decision, you get plus 300. Whitaker to win inside the distance, plus 250. Whitaker to win by decision, minus 110. So Whitaker's the underdog against Paulo Costa here, which I'm kind of shocked. I mean, Adesanya's the only one that made Whitaker look bad. Why would he be the underdog to Costa? Actually, they just flipped it. All right. He's a minus 240 favorite. All right, now that makes sense. Paulo Costa is a plus 195 underdog. So I was reading that incorrectly. Here we go. Co-main event, middleweight. Paulo Costa is 32, 6'1", 185.5 pounds, 72-inch reach advantage. 33 years of age for Robert Whitaker, 6 feet tall, 185 and a half pounds, same fight, 73 and a half inch reach advantage. So he has, 73.5 reach. So he has a 1.5 inch reach advantage over Paulo Costa. I'm going to hear Bruce Buffer now. Co-main event of the evening. I'm hyped over this. You better not have the same kind of fight that the other two just had, though. That's what I'm looking at now. Whitaker versus Costa there. Paulo the Eraser. Robert Whitaker is 25-7. I didn't even realize he had that many losses. 25-7. That must have been before he got to the UFC. 6 feet tall, 185 and a half. Well, I know 3 were in the UFC that I know off the back, because 2 were to Adesanya. I'm getting hyped as they've announced him. I'm getting hyped for this fight now. Robert the Reaper Whitaker versus Paulo Eraser Costa. Very pro Whitaker crowd, of course, because the main event is Volkanovski. The ring girl, or octagon girl, I should say, showing round 1, walks out, and like Joker likes to say, here we go. Even though that's Sheldon as Joker on my shirt. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. Costa ran in the middle of the octagon. Here we go. Let's get some action. Whitaker with a nice kick. Couple of jabs. Bouncing on his feet. Costa's going for it. Nice leg kick by Whitaker. Couple jabs by Costa. That was a good leg kick by Whitaker. Now Costa getting his leg kick back. Nice head kick by Costa, but partially blocked by Whitaker. Man, if he connected that kick, it would have been lights out. Costa with it. Already this fight's better than the last fight. Not even a whole minute in. Nice head kick by Costa. He going for these big head kicks, but then Whitaker blocks it. So sounds exciting, but when you don't connect with it. Whitaker fainting. Looks like he's going to try to change levels, but then he got right back up. Couple jabs. Costa with a nice leg kick, caught Whitaker coming in, almost knocked him right off balance. Whitaker looks a bit tentative. I don't know if he's just fearing of Costa power. We know he's got huge knockout power, especially in that right hand. Left calf swelling of Whitaker. Joe Rogan pointed that out. That's because Costa's been kicking the hell out of it since the first fight. Since the first minute of the round. Yeah, Whitaker looks a bit tentative. I'm shocked. Oh, nice. Fake the cross of the body, then hit the cross across the face. Cross across. Left hook. Costa's just kicking the hell out of Whitaker. Trying to use the couple of what's he got, a 3-inch height advantage there. Whitaker coming in blitzing. That's what he is known for. Nice uppercut. Got Costa off balance. Oh, Costa felt that uppercut. Now Whitaker with a nice leg kick. They're talking about the swelling of Whitaker's leg. Nice jab to the stomach by Whitaker. This fight's exciting. This is what the last fight needed. Nice blitz by Whitaker. Hit to the rib. Nice leg kick. Knocked Costa off balance. Costa smiling, laughing it off. When your opponent does that, you know you hurt him. Coming in with the blitz again. Couple left hands. Nice. Another kick by Whitaker, but he looked like he hurt himself on the comeback. I think he just slipped, though. I think he lost balance. Costa a couple of kicks of his own. This is a kick-heavy fight here. Whitaker going for those blitz, man. Costa don't see that coming. He's going to get caught. Nice feint. He feinted like he was going to change levels and then came at him with a nice hook. Nice jab by Costa. These two are going at it. Oh, nice Whitaker. Came in with a blitz and hit him with a cross on the right side of Costa's face. But then Costa answers right back with a few kicks. Nice. Whitaker faked the blitz and then kicked. Costa did not see that coming. He's 24 and 44. Whitaker is 55%. 14 of 37 for Costa, 38%. Costa almost caught Whitaker coming in. Feinting, couple of jab feints. Nice body shot by Costa. Wow. Whitaker felt that. And then Rogan repeats what I said. I said, good jab, and here comes Rogan. I know how to commentate, Rogan. It's 15 seconds left in the first round. This was action-packed. Costa looks tired, though. Nice. High kick to the chest by Whitaker. Nice side kick. Oh, Costa with a spinning heel kick. Caught Whitaker off balance. Costa just stole the round with 2 seconds left. That spinning heel kick almost knocked Whitaker off his ass. Whoa. That was the shot of the night from all fights. He hit him with a spinning heel kick that almost took Whitaker right out. And Whitaker was winning that round. Wow. He stole the round with 2 seconds left. Spinning heel kick, caught him right flush in the jaw. Whitaker lost his balance immediately. He's lucky there was only 2 seconds left in the round. They're constantly showing this spinning heel kick. Wow, that's right on the button, too. Whitaker did the dance. Oh, man, he did the drunk dance. Whitaker's nose is bleeding. Wow, Costa stole that round right with it. So that's a 10-9 round now for Costa. Here we go, beginning of round 2. Wow, Costa really stole that round. That was nice. Costa going like this, trying to get the crowd involved. That was about 5 times better than the previous fight already. Starting in the center of the octagon here. Whitaker coming out. He's got his wits about him. He came back. Nice couple kicks. Nice jab. He's taking it to Costa now. He's trying to make it up. He knew that he messed up right there. Costa definitely. Now I'm seeing tweets that he stole that round. He definitely did. Whoa! No telegraph. Joe Rogan said off the front hip. And that was a nice kick by Costa. Paulo with a couple jabs. Paulo's trying to establish his jab. And it's working. Whitaker's face is bleeding. Oh, nice combo with it. Finished with a head kick as Paulo sticks his tongue out, saying you didn't hurt me. He caught you. Don't try to play that off. He caught you with the tip of his toe right there across the nose. But he's trying to get his lick back. Whitaker's trying to get it back. Couple left jabs. This is a good fight. Nice calf kick. Whitaker's nose is bleeding like crazy right now. And as soon as I mentioned the bloody nose, here comes Rogan with his for saying the bloody nose. It makes it hard to breathe, makes it hard, and you need to breathe. This is a 3-round bout, so you do need it. So get it. The referee put the timeout. I'm not sure what happened. Did he poke him in the eye? He's asking him if you can continue. I think Costa's hit. Oh, yeah, Costa thumb to the eye. Whitaker just shook it off, though. Right back to the center of the octagon. He took no time. I would have took that breather. I don't care. With my nose bleeding like that? Oh, well, per the UFC rules, they don't get to work on your cuts when that timeout for eye poke. Oh, nice double. He hit a hook and a cross. Costa definitely felt that. Whitaker is really trying to knock Costa out right now. He wants that back. He's setting it up with the jab, and then he's just doing 1, 2, 3, 4 hit combos. But if you look at it, Whitaker looks the worst. His face is busted. But again, that comes from all the combats he's had over the years. His nose is just—it's like Nick Diaz. Your body just gets sensitive, and you get busted open, and you bleed easier. Whitaker with a nice uppercut, Costa coming in. I don't think this is going to decision, folks. These two are swinging for the fences. Couple of jabs. Yeah, this might not make it the decision. Oh! 5-hit combination by Whitaker, and Costa's just waving him in, saying, bring it. But that's just a auto response by Costa. You know you felt that. Stop trying to show it off. He clocked you. Oh, nice calf kick. Costa calf kicked Whitaker. Whitaker almost lost his whole balance. Now they're both smiling at each other. This is a fight. This is a co-main event here. I think somebody's getting 50 G's out of this. The bonuses that Dana White has to give at the end of the round. At the end of the night. Nice head kick by Costa, but blocked by Whitaker. Man, these two aren't slowing down. They're swinging. Nice kick by Whitaker. 1-2 punch. 1-2. Nice side kick to the rib. And these two are banging. They are going at it. Costa with he went for a head kick but missed. Man, Whitaker's face looked like he's been in a war. We're only in the second round, 25 seconds left. But he's winning this round, in my opinion. Whitaker's been going at it. He's been taking it to Costa, and he's winning this round. So I think he just tied it up. But if you look at their faces, tell a whole different story. Costa looked like he just started the fight. Whitaker looked like he's been in a 4-round war. His face is just busted. Some people like to see the side of their own blood. It makes them go nuts. And again, I'd like to take the time as the bell rings to thank everybody who's watching this. Please like, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications so we can do more watch-alongs. I do have something special coming up Wednesday with JJ as I debut my top 10 countdown, which is going to be the top 10 times that matches were booked wrong. The wrong person won. It is different companies. It isn't just WWE. Some TNA thrown in there, WCW. We're in Paul Costa's corner where they speak Portuguese. The difference in their faces is ridiculous. Robert Whitaker looked like he's losing this fight, but I think he just won that round. So it might be 1-1. At least I think it's 1-1. What do you think, Ryan? Because I know you've been kind of giving score at the end of every round. Whitaker's got his wits about him after that kick. He's bouncing up and down, psyching himself up, hitting himself on the jaw. Here we go, round number 3. I needed this kind of fight after just the Neal fight. Third and final round. Man, Costa looks fresh. Like, it's unbelievable. I think we're tied here. Ryan says that was close. Yeah, I think we're tied right now, 1-1. And they're going for it. They're not trying to leave it to the hands of the judges. Costa buck back and Whitaker down. Nice leg kick, but he missed. Spun himself around. Whitaker blitzing. Whitaker taking shots, out striking. 1919 for me. Could see 2018. Sean Shan says on Twitter. Some UFC fighters putting their opinions on the X. X and Twitter is like TNA, man. You called it. I never called it Impact Wrestling. It's like I keep forgetting that it's X, and I keep saying Twitter no matter what. Nice leg kick, Whitaker. Whitaker. Costa really hurt Whitaker with another leg. Costa's trying to take that front lead leg out of Whitaker, and it's working in this round. He did a couple of times. Whitaker's wobbled. Ouch. Costa with the Muay Thai plum grab. Nice knee up the middle. But he caught Whitaker in the stomach. Whitaker blitzing. 3 minutes and 27 seconds left. Nice round. Ooh, strong jab by Whitaker to back Costa up. Costa came in and Whitaker was just like, back up. Boom. Whitaker with another one. Man, Whitaker gets inside Costa real quick. Nice 3-hit combo. Costa with a counter, though. Both of these men have chins. Leg kick took out Costa, but he stayed balanced, but he almost lost his balance. Costa waving, say, let's stand and bang in the middle of the octagon. That's what Costa's saying. Whitaker obliging. The crowd loving this right now. This is how you try to win a fight. You don't try to give it to the hands of the judges. You go out there. Costa with these nice quick combos with his kicks. He threw like 4 kicks in a row. Bisping saying they both slowed down. Nice kick. Oh, no, Whitaker blocked it. Whitaker with these blitzes, man. He ducks and just swings. This is really close. Michael Bisping saying it's a close fight. That's an understatement. This third round. If somebody gets a takedown, then they might win. But this is a close fight. Whitaker in round 1, 32 strikes in round 2, only 13 in round 3. Costa 20, 22, and 12. Nice jab by Costa. He's got Whitaker backing up. Whitaker, you don't want your back against the fence. The fight is close, and you don't want the judges seeing you back up. You got to become the aggressor. Aggression is part of the points. Whitaker with a couple of jabs coming out of the corner. He does do that, though. He backs up, and then he just blitzes. And it's just hard to time what he's going to do. Oh, Costa tried that spinning heel kick again, but he missed this time. Can't go to that same well too many times. Minute 15 seconds left, the third and final round. Both went for the same kind of kick. John saying they're going to be sore tomorrow. Hell yeah. But at least they're going at it. 58 seconds left in the round. People are trying to chant for both names, actually. But I'm hearing more Whitaker. And I hate to be a judge in this fight. Oh! Whitaker took Costa's leg out. Ooh, Costa's leg looks very compromised. He can't put weight on it right now. Oh, there he is. He's moving forward. But damn, for a second, he couldn't put weight on it. Whitaker with a nice blitz. He might have stole the round right here. Come on, 20 seconds left. Somebody's got to do something to steal this round. 15, 14, 13. Whitaker with a nice double jab. 10 seconds left. Whitaker's trying to seal the round. Whitaker might have stole it with this little fury at the end. He's trying to take Costa down. Costa saying no. 3, 2, 1. I think Whitaker just stole that third round. because he just looked at more aggressive right there. We're gonna go to the judges' scorecard, but wow, that looked. What a co-main event. We're going into some highlights. There's that head kick that Whitaker got caught with. Then a nice cross that Costa got caught with. Those blitz by Whitaker. Here's the spinning heel kick at the end of the first round. Okay, so Whitaker thought it was going to the body, so he went to go block the body, and then it went right to the head. And there's Whitaker taking Costa's leg out.
There's a nice right hand. Just kind of touched it at the end of it. Left hand by Robert Whitaker. Very close fight.
They say in all likelihood, round 1 went to Costa. I agree with that. Whitaker won 2. It's that third round, man. Costa might have stole it, in my opinion. This is a tough fight to score. Trying to see what's going on. I think Costa Whitaker might have stole it in that third round, but I mean, I who knows? Let me hear this announcement here. It better not be a draw. We go to the third round. We go to the scorecards. 29-28, 30-27. The winner by unanimous decision, Robert Whitaker. I said it. That third round, he stole it.
Fantastic performance. You had a technique. It was a wild fight. You were just off on it.
They say Whitaker said that I told everybody I was going to take the fight to him. That head kick. They're talking about the head kick at the end of the first round. Did you feel it? Whitaker said it's just a flesh wound, and he smiled. You know you got caught.
You returned to form tonight, and this is something that you had talked about after the last loss, that you had to refine the fury inside of you. You found that tonight. I did. I put a lot of pressure on myself to come here and perform, especially after my last fight. And I did exactly that. I'm looking to make amends with Triggers. I'm not going anywhere, baby. I'm back. I would love to see that fight again. I want to enjoy this tonight, sir.
Joe Rogan telling him, enjoy this victory, sir. I want to see you come back. Robert Whitaker, the winner. I want to see. I want to see Costa's reaction. They should interview Costa as well.
Plus 110 for the payout. He is the 11th consecutive favorite to cash here tonight as he shares a moment with his coaches and his father, Jack. Last time, all betting favorites won was at UFC Fight Night Lewis versus Abdullah Imam in Albany.
Man, what a woo! That was a fight. I needed that fight after that boring ass Neil fight. That was a hell of a fight. Does anybody out there, the people watching, anybody thinks that Costa won? If you're watching it, maybe just going off of my comments and my watch along, but I think they're showing Sean O'Malley now. I can't wait for his fight. UFC March 9th, UFC 299. So Max Holloway and Justin Gaethje fighting at UFC 300 for the bad MFR belt. They just showed. Here we go. Volkanovski. Showing previews of UFC 5. We go to the highlight reel. So is anybody out there that's watching think that Costa won, or are we all agreeing that Whitaker took that. We're showing locker room shots right now of Volkanovski with his coach tackling. He's never lost in this weight class, they said about Volkanovski. Like I said, he only lost when he went up to lightweight. He had 2 title shots and he lost both of them.
As he arrives at the precipice of greatness, and what better way to prove yourself than to take out one of the UFC's all-time kings with Alexander Volkanovski for UFC 298 championship main event.
I cannot wait. Volkanovski these guys got some fight to live up to because that Costa Whitaker fight was good. Ryan telling me to take it easy, man. I get excited when there's good main events.
California, site of tonight's UFC 298 festivities. Seems like a lot of fight fans took some vacation days this week, or maybe the other one skipping class to be a part of this Punch Night UFC return to Orange County.
All right. Tapara by decision is plus 400. 2 total takedowns, minus 500. Minus 120 for Tapara. To get 1 or more knockdowns is some betting odds.
Yeah, 1 or more knockdowns. Now, Chad Mendes, the only man at 145 pounds to knock down Alexander Volkanovski. Total payout on that same game parlay plus 700.
All right, they're showing the Honda Center highlights. Here we go with the walkouts. I'm hyped. Let's go. Volkanovski versus Tapara. Will we see a Shui at the end? An Aussie. 14-0. Tapara is 14-0. I didn't even realize that.
His featherweight crown for the 6th time against one confident and hungry challenger, Spain's Ilia Topuria.
Yo nací para esto. Ese era mi destino. Ahora es cuando más pretendo de que voy a convertir.
Tapara El Matador. They're showing his highlights. Fighting in the old Coliseums where the bullfights take place. That's what it's standing in the middle of. Stereotype much?
Soy Ilia El Matador Topuria.
Soy uno de uno. He just said I'm one of a kind, or I'm one of one.
He just chopped it down like a tree.
Soy muy
He said, "Soy muy peligroso. I'm very dangerous." I don't know where Tapara's from, but his Spanish is a little. I think he might be from Spain. Let's see. Ahora mismo soy el mejor. No hay nadie en mi división. There's nobody in my division that can compete with me. Yeah, well, you fight the champ now. Yeah, you're gonna eat your words. Now they're showing Volkanovski highlights. It's hard to believe this man weighed over 220 pounds when he played rugby. You can see it in his thighs. He's a big built guy, but he weighed 230 pounds when he played rugby. And the guy is about 5'4". He is huge, man, muscular wise. So for him to fight at 145 is ridiculous. This man weighed 230 at one point in his career. I don't know if you follow Volkanovski, but he played rugby out in Australia and was just all solid muscle, man. For him to come all the way down to 45 to fight in the UFC, that's unbelievable.
All them doubters. I'm going to keep proving you wrong time and time again. Still the best featherweight in the world.
I've got the perfect opponent for my story right now.
Really, I've been running
I'm getting more. These videos are doing their job. The hype videos, I'm getting hype. Looks like the Tapua is a little bit bigger than Volkanovski.
I know that I can finish anyone in this division. So
He's saying that he knows he can finish anybody in this
I'm
division.
gonna knock him out in the first round, second round, I'll probably.
Oh, big crowd strikes from Tapulia. He might be out. He's out. He's out.
He's gonna be in for a real shock. I think I'm going out there and really set this thing.
It's all about the bounce back. You'll see me as the dominant champ that I've
Let me
been.
change it to make it say Whitaker. I mean, sorry, it's saying Whitaker and Costa still. I gotta change that to make it show that this is the Volkanovski fight now.
De forma espectacular. No me va a ver venir por ningún modo.
Oh my God.
Ooh, I'm hyped. Oh. Turn this down before I get flagged. It's coming out to some Spanish music. Let me turn it down. Tapura making his way, of course, first because he's the challenger. There it is. Had to put that up there as I talk about it. Joe Rogan saying what you hope for is a challenger that's so imposing that he can impose his will in the octagon and take the title. Yeah, you got to go take the title, though. You can't think Volkanovski's going to lose it. You got to go out there and prove that you deserve it. Joe Rogan saying he has it, the striking, the knockout power, the wrestling. Volkanovski has a hell of a wrestling background as well. So I'm so hyped for this right now. They're in the corner before they go in the octagon. He's getting his Vaseline, smiles. He's got his mouthpiece. Gloves are on right, hands wrapped. They tap. He taps to show he has his cup, and they let him in the octagon. Tapura's in the ring, does bows, pounds the canvas. Tapura's stats: he's the third longest active win streak in UFC featherweight division. Finished 12 of his 14 wins, 4 knockouts, 8 submissions. Highest significant strike defenses among UFC featherweight, 67.4%. Truly the number one contender. Michael Bisping saying that he was walking around all week saying, I am the featherweight champion. He was already claiming it, trying to manifest that he's winning this title. I don't know. Volkanovski's hard to beat, man. Many have tried, many have failed. No one's able to beat him in the featherweight division. The crowd is screaming because Volkanovski's coming out now. And of course, he comes out from the land down under because that's where he's from. Definitely got to turn that down because that'll get caught. Or not caught, but flagged. As I said, that Volkanovski holds up the Australian flag. So that's a flag. Those are the good flags, not when you get flagged for allowing music to play in the background. Volkanovski dancing in a good mood, looks light. All right. From Shauhara, north southwest Australia. I still I know I said it a little while ago. I can't believe this man weighed over 230 pounds at one point. I mean, rugby, I guess that's all legs from rugby, but jeez. Well, I give this man, what, 5'4" right now? I'll see when they show the tail of the tapes, but sheesh. Now he's making his way to the corner of the octagon, that last stand before you get in the cage. Hurry up and stop playing the music so I can turn it up. All right, so his stats: UFC featherweight champion, longest active win streak in UFC featherweight division with 11, largest significant strike difference in UFC featherweight plus 3.3 per minute. Here we go to part. Tell her to take 35 for 27. Oh, I was off by the height. 5'6", 144.5 pounds, 71.5-inch reach for Volkanovski. 27 for Topuria, 5'7", 144.5, and half of an inch less reach. So the champ enjoys a half of an inch reach advantage. And here we go. Bruce Buffer saying the main event of the evening. They better come out like Costa and Whitaker did. Jason Herzog is the referee for this main event. Main event brought to you by Kung Fu Panda 4. It kind of sounds like WWE when they had food doing that. Now it's Kung Fu Panda. And now, Sold out Honda Center. I said that in my tweet. It's time. 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship. Volkanovski looks focused. I was right. He's from Alsante, Spain. I could tell by that accent that he was like, his Spanish is actually from Spain. They have that a certain kind of accent, and us that speak Spanish, we can tell. Especially my mom. My mom has like this ability to just hear you and know where you're from. Like it's crazy. My mom's really good at detecting accents for Spanish-speaking countries. I mean, his nickname is El Matador. That kind of gave me a clue, but it's the way he speaks Spanish. Introducing his opponent. Man, the crowd just got really hyped. 5'6", 144.5 from Wingdang, Australia. 26-3. He's a -125 favorite. 10 every time he's a favorite, he is 10-0. And what works good against the odds is that, works good with the odds is that everybody who was a betting favorite this evening has won. So will Volkanovski continue that streak or break it? Alexander the Great Volkanovski. Man, he looks super focused. There we go. Enough with the chit chat. Let's go. Nose to nose. Here we go. Handshake. They touched gloves already twice. So if you betted that they would touch gloves, you just got some money. And then he's showing high five across. That means so when we come out, we're going to touch gloves. I hope they don't do one of those stupid tricks. I hate when people do that. Act like you're going to touch hands and then you hit each other. At least there's respect between these two. There they go. Slap hands. A minute in the Monster Energy drink in the middle. Let's see. Volkanovski. Nobody swung. Oh my God. Immediate head kick. So he missed that head kick. But, the first hit he tried to go for is a freaking head kick. And another kick, this time to the stomach, but he's connected this one. Topuria ate that one, though. Topuria just keeps coming forward. 30 seconds in the round. 2 kicks already attempted. A third kick. Volkanovski's going very kick-heavy right now. I guess it's easier for a shorter person to kick like that. It takes me a little while, not just because of my size, but it takes me a few seconds to get my leg back after I throw a kick, so... Volkanovski he threw about 5 kicks already. Another leg kick. This time it's a leg kick. Couple of jabs. Circling around Topuria. Topuria looks tentative. Try to say that 5 times fast. Topuria tentative. I don't know if it's getting to him that he's in his first title shot. I don't know if he's waiting to counter. But he just looks like he doesn't want to let go. I don't think he's swung yet. Now he's opening his guard a little, but he still has yet to swing. He's just trying to, he's trying to counter Volkanovski. But man, this is your title. You want to take that title. Don't let this in the hands of the judges. You got to swing and show you that you're the number 1 contender for a reason. Nice leg kick as I talk. He told me to shut up, I guess. He spun Volkanovski all the way around after one kick. All he did was 1 leg kick and spun Volkanovski around. Another leg kick. He's trying to take Volkanovski's leg out. It's forced Volkanovski to switch to southpaw. Actually, sorry, conventional. He was already in southpaw. There, now Topuria starting to open up here. Oh, he caught Volkanovski. Nice overhand cross, and now he keeps kicking that leg. Volkanovski moving a little awkwardly now after those kicks. Trying to take the man's power out of his punches. By you take out the leg, he can't put all his weight into his punches. So Topuria doing some pretty smart strategy here. Another kick by Volkanovski, though. Jab to the stomach by Topuria. Volkanovski kicking heavy. John just said it as well. Another leg kick by Volkanovski. We got 2 minutes left of the first round.
He's ready to get hit every time. If Topuria does an overhand, he likes that. He's got to be careful.
Topuria feigning. Oh, now they're swinging. Topuria letting his hands go now. Back Volkanovski out, but then they're right back in the center of the octagon. No clear advantage for anyone right now. Nice leg kick by Topuria. Volkanovski sliding back and forth. Another kick. Man, very kick heavy. Ooh, nice cross by Topuria. Caught Volkanovski right in the chin. Crowd trying to chant for Volkanovski, saying Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Nice cross by Topuria. Volkanovski just got out of the way. Very heavy kicks by Volkanovski. He's got those powerful legs from playing rugby. Nice. Couple of jabs, but Topuria has apologized for something. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe an accidental eye poke, but there was no separation or time stopping or anything like that. Another leg kick by Topuria. Volkanovski's got him, holding him, about to take him down. Nope, couple of knees. They separate. Another kick. Circling. 10 seconds left. Volkanovski, I think, won this round. I mean, he's just kick-heavy offense. I don't think I've ever seen him kick this much. There's the end of round one. I say Volkanovski 10-9 right now. I mean, if you really, really want to get the title, you got to take that title. So we get these corner shots. You're doing a great job. Trying to translate the Spanish myself. You're doing a great job. Good round. They went away from Topuria's corner. They're showing the replay. Nice kick, Volkanovski, right in the stomach, man. Woof. Then they're showing the kick that spun Volkanovski around. He actually, on the end of the spin, tried to hit a spinning back fix. I didn't notice that when it was live. Volkanovski with a nice jab, cross. Yeah, I think it's safe to say Volkanovski won that round. Here we go, round two. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go, hand tap. They're saying Volkanovski only landed 5 more significant strikes. And he said Volkanovski's always calm. He is calm. That's the mentality of a champion. Don't show your frustration. The odds have shifted. They're both like minus 115 right now. Featherweight UFC 298 featherweight championship on the line now. Main event UFC 298. Thanks for watching along on Twitter. I can see people on Twitter, Facebook, and my YouTube channel. So thank you for that. Kevin Ioli says Volkanovski 10-9. Paul Fontaine 10-9. They're showing tweets by UFC fighters, but there's only 3 scorecards that really matter. Everybody has an opinion, but it's those 3 judges that opinions who actually count. Ooh, a nice left-right Tapora combo. He caught Volkanovski coming in. Now Volkanovski with that plum, Muay Thai plum grip and a couple of knees to the stomach. Now they're back in the center of the octagon. Volkanovski with another combo. He missed the second punch, though. Again, Tapora is not afraid of him.
Volkanovski's trying to essentially be the matador to the matador. It might serve him well to go forward. So I put Tapora on the back foot.
Tapora with a couple of feints. Gets Volkanovski on his heels, backing up towards the cage, but then immediately gets him right back to the center. Volkanovski doesn't want to show that pressure that he's losing to the pressure. Tapora just feinting, not really swinging much. And then when he does swing, what a connection. Wow. Tapora caught him right on the chin. And another kick that really hurt Volkanovski. That kick almost took his leg out. It caused him to switch stance again. Almost caught him with another kick, but Volkanovski slid out of the way. They're back in the center of the octagon, fighting jab. Volkanovski with a couple of jabs and a couple of feints. Nice kick to the stomach, then another kick to the body. Volkanovski's just all kicks right now. Tapora caught Volkanovski coming in, but not much. It didn't affect Volkanovski. Volkanovski coming in at angles, doing different things. Nice solid kick by Tapora. And Volkanovski just ate it and came forward. Wow. Their legs are going to be sore. Tapora's face looks like, I think his nose is bleeding. Or he's got a cut under his eye. I can't really tell from this angle. I think it's his nose. It's these jabs. Man, Volkanovski's catching him with these jabs, and then he feints the kick. Since he went so kick heavy, Tapora's expecting the kick, and then he catches him with a jab. I think it's the bridge of his nose that's bleeding. I don't think it's his actual nostrils. Nice right cross by Tapora. Oh! Tapora caught him! He's a knockout! We got a new champion! Came out of nowhere! Holy hell! He backed up, swung with his left, brought him with a right cross, and just folded Tapora. Literally folded him to sleep. Tapora's just powerful. Wow. I did not see that coming. Volkanovski was winning. He folded him. He's still sleeping right now. Holy hell. I don't think Volkanovski knows what's going on. He's waking up now. Holy hell. Wow. Tapora laid, I mean, he literally folded him in half to the right like an accordion. Just, oh man, I didn't know it was a right cross against the jaw, man. Volkanovski just folded. Holy hell. He blitzed him and caught him in that corner. I did not see that coming. Holy hell. Just one shot. Tapora's powerful. Holy hell. They're showing about 2 minutes of worth of replays, and Volkanovski hasn't gotten up. Joe Rogan just said it, out cold. Well, Tapora, welcome to the spotlight. You, UFC featherweight champion, undisputed. Holy hell. They're showing the corner's reaction. Wow.
Regardless, got the finish, like you said. That man is an absolute legend.
Yeah, Volkanovski's sitting on the corner right now. He still don't know what happened. He just asked his corner what happened. You get knocked out that bad when you ask your corner what happened. Jeez. Michael Bisping just saying new era begins in the featherweight division. You think? Wow. They're hugging it out. Volkanovski's got his wits back about him. Good sportsmanship. He's bleeding out the back of his head. Topuria son brings in a rose to him, like the matadors do. Holy hell. He literally folded him, guys. Like, he laid down like this. Like, he was just night time. Wow. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost for where I did not expect Volkanovski to lose in the second round by that bad of a knockout. He literally folded him. I know I keep saying it, but wow. Waiting for Bruce Buffer to make it official. Of course, he's going to say in the second round, 2 minutes. I think it was like 2 minutes and 52 seconds in the second round. You're a winner by knockout and new. You get hyped when you hear that. It's just and new, even in WWE when they used to make those announcements. Yeah, it was. Now that I can see his face, it was the bridge of his nose that was bleeding. Holy hell. Ugh. I'm going to turn it up here so we can hear Michael Buffer. Even, sorry, Bruce Buffer. Even Dana White's face looked shocked. He didn't think Volkanovski would lose this fight. But here we go, the official announcement. Let's see what how many minutes into the second round it was. 3 minutes, 32 seconds. By knockout. Topuria's undefeated too, man. New undisputed. Well, Topuria just gained 12 pounds of gold. He's on his coach's corner. I can't wait to hear his interview now. Wow. Volkanovski got caught. Man. I feel bad when you get knocked out like that. When you're on top for so long. I hope Volkanovski can recover, but sheesh.
Here with the winner and new champion, Ilia Topuria. You called it. You envisioned.
Ilia called it. He said he was going to win by knockout. How does this feel to you? It feels so good, Joe. They're going to tell you you can't do it, but you got to believe in yourself.
Guess what? The only person you need to achieve anything in this life, it's yourself.
The only thing you need to depend on, the only person you need to depend on in your life is yourself. Good advice. Anything's possible. Look at me, I'm a champion now. Holy hell, I'd say I'm speechless right now. Wow.
I worked so hard for this one.
Thank God I didn't bet, huh? I was going for Volkanovski. I would have lost that money.
It doesn't matter where you come from.
Doesn't matter what you come from, what your background is. They're having him take a look at the victory. The beautiful is right hand. He missed with all the lefts and just caught him flush with that right. It was like on the ear. It just knocked his equilibrium. Oh, no. No, the air is what backed him up. Then he caught him across the jaw. Woo. Topuria saying it's a combination, and this is what I did. Wow, we have a new UFC featherweight champion. I don't know how many of y'all saw that coming. But anyways, I'm going to run the commercial of how you can follow everybody in the Jeff Meacham Network one more time. And then I'm out of here. I have to join the Open Mic Night. You can come back on this channel to see Open Mic Night. As it is, JJ and Jeff we're doing karaoke for Taylor Swift to celebrate the Chiefs' win at the Super Bowl. So that's what's coming up. I'm going to switch over to that stream. But I'm going to run the commercial one more time, and then I'm going to get out of here. Thank you, everyone who joined me watching this UFC Watch Along. Please like, subscribe to the Rage of Wrestling YouTube channel. You can follow me at Walter Alex Cruz on Twitter. and we're going to make our way out of here. I'm going to run the commercial one more time, and then we switch over to the Taylor Swift karaoke. So watch. You can donate to Dictate over at JJ Williams Casa de 18 studio or the Jeff Meacham Network, Jeff Meacham's YouTube channel. So we'll run the commercial, and then we'll come back on another stream. And again, thank you everybody for watching. Good night. And wow, that new UFC featherweight champion is amazing.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.